So yeah, the title of the video is clickbait. I know, I'm sorry. But it's true. The one thing that significantly helped me in Valorant is crosshair placement. Before you click off the video, let me try and explain myself. To most people, crosshair placement is simply just putting your crosshair at head height. And most people don't really think past that level. And technically it's not wrong, but I feel that there's a much bigger layer of depth to actually having good crosshair placement. I'd like to imagine crosshair placement is something that people know, but do they really understand it? If you think about it this way, if you compare a Radiant player's crosshair placement with, let's say, a Diamond player's crosshair placement, it immediately becomes night and day. You notice that the Diamond player's crosshair doesn't really go anywhere. It kind of floats around. Meanwhile, when the Radiant player is moving their mouse, it's more deliberate. Their crosshair is going where they expect an enemy to peek or where they expect an enemy to be. And that's a massive difference. And especially in a game like Valorant where the time to kill is so quick, that can make or break an entire round. So how do you fix it, you ask me? Well, as very common as crosshair placement being advice is, the solution is just as common. And that's just play deathmatch. Now, before you just go and mindlessly queue deathmatch, you need to understand, you need to play deathmatch with a purpose. Make sure when you're doing it, you're trying to constantly pre-aim, clear angles, like you would in an actual game. And trying to force yourself to always have your crosshair ready where the enemy might peek or where they will be. Over time, with practice and consistency, and remember, consistency is incredibly important, you will gradually get better at doing it. The method that I personally use is one that I actually stole from somebody on Twitter. I'll leave their @ in the description and in the video. Genuinely one of the best things that have ever happened to me. Basically, I have my knife bound to my primary fire. So every time I shoot my gun, it's like one in the chamber. I only have one shot and then my knife gets pulled out. This has been very good for me personally, because it has helped reinforce that crosshair placement. It has helped me to rely on that first bullet accuracy. And because of that, I naturally have started to position my crosshair in places where I expect the enemy to be or to peek to avoid the room of error. Thus, my crosshair placement is improving because I am learning to try and put the least amount of work in hitting that one shot. This is one of many different methods. You just have to find one that works for you. And even just simply playing deathmatch with the goal of improving your crosshair placement is all you need to do. So I hope this somewhat explains crosshair placement as a very simple concept, but kind of makes it more understandable about why crosshair placement isn't as simple as people make it out to be. I promise you, if you start practicing your crosshair placement, no matter what rank you're in, you will see improvements. And you will begin to play a lot better. And I guarantee it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.